Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream of with Game Speaker and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So I hope everybody's doing good today. Sorry for the long start. I was trying to disengage something. And as always, developers love to move things when you really need to find something quick. No, that's the time that they decide they're going to move. It's just a coincidence all the time. But anyway, hope everybody's doing good. Hope you guys enjoyed yesterday and the day before stream. As always, I told you I'm really hitting this hard, and I appreciate everybody's support. So let me fix one more thing. Let me add some sound to the sim. So today, Microsoft Asobo announced that for Microsoft 2024, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, that Sim Update 2 has actually gone live. Many of you know I've been actually testing it for the last, it's probably been about 3 to 4 weeks, so almost a month. And today is the day, and we're going to see if it lives to its hype. We're just going to go briefly over it. We'll do a flight. I plan to do a little bit longer flight than yesterday. Our flight will probably go from Leesburg, Virginia, down to where are we going to go? Smith Mountain Lake, which is W91. It has some really nice views. So there's that. Got maybe some other surprises. It just all depends if the thing's going to work tonight. If not, I'll have to save it for another day. But anyway, before we get into actually what's in the update and maybe what things have changed, because there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot. I wanted to actually run a video. So in the event that you guys had been using the beta, right, and now you need to go live to the Sim Update 2, I put a little video. But if you actually did the beta, you have an idea of how you actually got into the beta and how you can disengage it. But some people get into the beta, but then they don't know how to get out. But it's basically the same thing. So if you guys just bear with me, I'm going to run this little short video to show you how I came out of beta and forces the sim. So when it talks back to the server, that it will actually say, oh, it's time to pull down the real live update 2, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And if I set up everything correctly, the video should start playing. Let me mute the sound of the stream, or from the sim, so you guys can hear it. It's not that long. It's pretty easy. And if you guys have questions about it, just let me know and I'll explain. But there's not really that much to explain. So where are we? Okay. So if I did this right, one push of the stream deck. Viper, welcome. How are you? So let me go ahead and start this video, and I'll be right back. All right, folks. In order to get to the Sim Update 2 live version coming from beta, you first need to undo the beta link. That way, so when you actually go back into the sim, it will actually identify, hey, there's a new live version of Sim Update 2, and that will force it. So basically, just go into your Xbox Insider app, come over to previews. You'll see all the previews that you belong to, but this is the one that I joined when I was doing the beta test for Sim Update 2. So all you have to do is click on that, give it a few seconds. You'll come down to manage, and you want to say, make sure that it's grouped for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 Sim Update 2 beta, and hit leave preview, hit continue. And that'll be it. And what will happen is when you launch these Flight Simulator, it will tell you that there's an update. Go ahead and hit yes, and it will begin to install the new update. Thank you. And so that's that. So basically, it's really easy. Like I said, most people that got into the beta, that's where you actually go to join a preview. So that's joining the beta. So it's the exact same thing. You just go to manage and you just take yourself out of it. Okay. So it's not too hard there. So Viper, you're doing good. You can only stay 15 minutes. That's okay, bud. Hope all is well. Hope your presentation that you were talking to me about yesterday went really well for you. I understand people have lives, so even if you stop by for a few minutes, say hi, hey, it's made my day. So let's go over the release notes. Apparently, in Sim Update 2, there has been over 5,000 fixes. Yes, not 50, not 500, but 5,000. Can you believe that? Oh my God. We're paying beta testers is basically what we are. So it's getting better though. Don't get me wrong. It's actually getting better. However, I did have 4 things in my community folder while in beta. And when I went live, it stripped everything out. So I ended up having to reinstall all my plugins and putting things back in the community folder. Not that big of a deal, but it's just a pain. So my thing to you guys, if you were on beta and you're gonna go over to Sim Update 2 Live, make sure you back up that community folder. That way you can just copy everything back into the community folder. Or, you know, just copy the community folder back in from the backup, because I was surprised to see everything gone. But hey, it's Microsoft and Asobo, so you never know. Anyway, I'm not going to read all of these because you can see I'm just going to scroll and scroll and scroll, right? We're not going to go through every one because I want to actually get into the flight just to kind of show you, you know, some things. There's actually one Easter egg that I was reading, couldn't figure out how to do it, but so, you know, the Easter egg I'll show you here in a minute. But yeah, so I was saying there's 5,000 fixes in Sim Update 2. Crazy. Yep, so let's do this. New content in, okay, so with Sim Update 2, the release is going to be 1.4.20.0. Okay, that means you'll have Sim Update 2, not the beta, because the beta, I believe, had a different number. So we're just going to go through these kind of roughly and see what things stand out. New content and features is something I'm interested in. So you can actually dump the console logs when reporting an issue, which is nice. Renamed gyro drift to gyro drift compensation to be more in line with other assistants. Okay, whatever that means, because I have no idea at this point. They re-added turbulence assistance. Now the next two is what really I'm interested in trying. They have added a wake turbulence visualization option. I'm thinking you're probably going to see the wake, you know, if somebody's in front of you. I'm going to have to try that. And then they also added a wake turbulence assistance. So, oh, Randuxy, you've already seen that option. How is it? Well, okay, and then there's... All right, but it's like a graphical. Is it kind of like the winds? Is it some type of like current, like, I don't know, maybe blue or some type of lines or streaks, something like that, that you're going to actually see the wave? Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Bunch of strings, yeah, perfect. That's kind of what I had in my mind. The next one is this one looks interesting. It is now possible to filter seaplane base airports using the world map filters. Cool. Obviously that wasn't there. Otherwise they wouldn't have added it. Some type of validation process for develop to give more information control. Really don't care about that right now. And the rest just looks like developer support and things like that. Here might be a big one. Stability and performance. A lot of people are wondering, is it more stable than when it first came out? Overall, I would say yes. But we'll have to test that. We'll do the first flight with the Sim Update 2. Hopefully it's not too different than what my Sim Update beta was. Let's see. And Renduxy says, this update, no. Oh, yeah. In case you missed it, it was, I think Viper had heard me. Not 50, not 500, but 5,000 fixes. No, we're not going to go over that. Oh, don't worry. The stream we'll be reading this till, what, Saturday, Sunday maybe? If we start now. No, believe me. But as I find things, during the different streams, I'll actually share them with you guys. And what I experienced. But just real quick, we're just going to go over a few more things that just stand out. So fixed a rare crash when internet connection was lost. Okay, I can see that happening. Fix the crash when suspending the sim on Xbox. Ooh, that was bad. Improve the time it takes to open the game in panels. Okay, that one I'm actually seeing. I've actually been messing around with it a little bit, going through some things set up. So I did see the sim actually seems that it opens much faster. Let's see. Fix the crash when many avatars meet up online. To be honest, I have not yet seen people online. I try to stay away from it because of the multiplayer was acting all weird. But now that it's live, it should be a good thing. And Duxie says they've added a few new graphics in. Fixed a rare crash. A lot of crashes caused by live traffic. Wow. Here's one. Fixed crashes inside GPU drivers due to off by one error inside architecture loading code. Apparently, too, somewhere in here, I heard from another streamer that when you had imported your Microsoft, purchase planes from 2020, because you know how they were supposed to carry over, and you go to pick them in 2024, they were actually blank. There was no true picture of them. Now the 2020 planes look what they're supposed to be in 2024, which is a good thing. So you got some general bug fixes. General bug fixes. Added footstep when walking as an avatar. I did hear that, so we'll check that out again. But I could have sworn that I had heard footsteps all along. Maybe I was just, hallucinating from the jet fumes from the airport. I don't know. Ooh. I am, and there is an update. There is an update. There was an update. I was going to get to that. Thank you for reminding me of that. There's a new graphics driver, NVIDIA driver. Fixed an issue where the tail... this one is a good one for me. Fixed an issue where the tail number of aircrafts were not correctly applied. That one annoyed me. I don't know why. It just annoyed me. I guess because I like customization, right? To match my brand. So I like to have my November Charlie Juliet. So NCJ 472. apparently there was a lot of VR fixes and support, so that's crazy. Look at this. I mean, you guys just have to read this on your own, because like Renduxy says, we'll be here all night. You know, I'm not going to do that to y'all. I'm just, if you guys know of other things that kind of stood out, let me know. We'll just, you know, we'll mention it right now just to kind of help other people out as well. But look at this. Fix LODs on server cargo props. There's a lot of chock full of goodness to keep us busy now. But I'm still hearing, now I don't want to put a damper, but I hear from some people in a couple of the Discord forums that the Xbox is still having some issues. Things weren't getting fixed. So I don't know. I just don't want to assume, but that's all I'm saying is that I've seen people talk about that. Fixed and added a few things to career mode. Anything particular that you were hoping for or that annoyed you? The Renduxy says fixed and added a few things to career mode. Actually, I forgot that I had the feature chat enabled. And they fix an ATC. Wow. Fix ATC. Now, I really hope they did fix a lot of things, because you've seen when I use ATC, it just either gets stuck, it doesn't remember, it just seems out of sync. Let's see. I mean, this is crazy. Oh, so they did add DLS4 native support with multi-frame generation. Nice. Because before you actually had to use that, there was that third-party tool, I forgot the name, but it was where you could actually force it, really, because it wasn't native, but it would work, but now it's native. Thank God they fixed that. And all kinds of aircraft, you know, fixes as well. Look at this. Passive light. But it does appear that the external nav lights still don't work. They only work at night, but they don't work during the day. I thought in real life, nav lights are supposed to be shown, even if it's bright outside. Am I wrong there? But all kinds of fixes for all different planes. You got the A310 taking on some bug fixes and things being added to that. Airbus A321. So we're just gonna scroll down to the Cessna 172 because I haven't looked at that piece yet. So they fixed some things for the Cessna 172 Skyhawk and then the G1000. So, added runway dirt. What in the world is that? Fixed rain direction and scale on an all exterior. That's just like for a cosmetic, right? To give it more of the effect, I guess. That's what else we got here. Yes, there was a camera bug. I remember that one. Ew, bugs on the windshield. and no wiper blades in the Cessna 172 to actually wipe it off. Shame. So as you can see, there's engine friction to correct the propeller behavior when stopping the engine, even in case of in-flight engine failure. Ooh. Fixed visual on Flight C 07 and 04 liveries. And the list goes on again with the Cessna 188, the 208B Grand Caravan, you know, so it's going to go on. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys anymore, right, with those things, because there's a ton of stuff. But like I said, things that I find that really I'm happy with, I'll let you know as we find. Because like I said, I haven't really flown the plane or the sim after this update, so I wanted to hold off and do that this evening. So we're gonna hit back, and we're gonna go to free flight. We're actually gonna time of day, we're gonna change it. We're gonna depart. We're just gonna go to the airport, and then we'll use the ERB to actually, or EFB, I'm sorry, ERB. Something at work. So we'll do park in 3. We'll start the flight. It seems to load in quicker, as you can see. And let me get the sound for that. Ah, yes. You were waiting for that. You were waiting for that. Oh, and we will. Because now it's not going to be so easy for me. Having all that money, unlimited money, force me to make wise decisions. So let's check out, now that we're here, let's check out the footsteps. So let's go in. Now let's see. Yeah, you guys can hear the footsteps. I'll go ahead and run. So, there is a new key binding. And the surprise was, instead of me going to each one of these items to actually remove, right, to take care of that task before we could fly the plane, there's a binding now called quick pre-flight. And I've actually bound it to Shift C. So let's try it. So instead of me going to each one of these items and removing them, I can say, hey, we're in a hurry today. I can do a quick Shift C and everything's gone. That's pretty cool. Instead of me going here, there, back up there. So let's get into the plane. And we are going to start.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar automated weather.
We'll see how the ATC behaves.
Wind calm. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition. Few clouds at 1,700 feet, 4,800 feet scattered. Temperature 21 C dew point. When it's altimeter
Let this come up.
0. Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar automated weather observation 0100 Zulu.
Oh God.
Wind calm. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition. Few clouds at 1,700 feet, 4,800
Tune
feet
ground.
scattered.
All right, we'll stay there for a second. All right. Now we're going to go to the EFB. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Okay, let's go here. Just do a quick. So we're going to depart from Leesburg, and then we're going to go down to destination is, let's see, I think it's W91. Yep. Viper! Welcome back. So we got that, and then the runway is actually going to be runway 8, I believe. Actually, it's referring me to 23, so we'll actually, yeah, or actually runway 5. No, we'll do 23. I said 28, but it's 23 miles. Okay, 23 en route. And what can our approach be? Let's do an RNAV 23 instead of a direct. Transition. Okay. I'll just do a VFR tonight. Okay, so then my flight number. Guys, give me a good flight number. What do y'all want this flight to be? Shoot. We can call it, I don't know. I'm taking flight numbers from chat. Give me a flight number. Anyone? Bueller? Okay. We can do, I don't know. What's a good flight? Let's see. 4675. Let's just call it 4675. And then the call sign is going to be my November Charlie Juliet 472. We're just going to go ahead and do this. We are a aircraft addent. Let's take, I don't know, 50 pounds of cargo? Sure, why not? And then my fuel, let's actually add some more fuel to it. All right, so we're gonna have to configure. I think we should put some more fuel. Load aircraft, okay. Let's look at the cargo. Seats. Let me just see something here. No, I don't want that. It's just me and the co-pilot today. Good. So I think that's good. How did I get back? Oh, back up here. Back again. And then, wait a minute. How do I, oh, flight planner. Okay. So we'll go over here. Uh-oh. We want to send this ATC and avionics. And then we'll close that. Come over here. And then let's just make sure the FPL is correct. Yeah, that should be fine for now. I think they did something to the weather radar too. I think this update actually added some or enhanced something. This is an Ender Pearl. What is that? So let's go here. Turn on the beacon before. Oh, got it. Taxi, nav, strobes, heat of heat. Put that on. Okay, let's see if ATC is going to play nice. Fingers crossed. So we want Leesburg clearance. So how do I request a taxi? What's going on here? See, why is it telling me IFR when I said a VFR? Did this thing change up here? VFR. Airline, other. Flight number. Why is that doing that? I don't want to request an IFR. If my flight rule is VFR, let me switch it. Send. Send to ATC. It should be, this should be like, since we're going down to Smith Mountain Lake, let's put this at 5,500. All right. Man, I can't request a taxi because it thinks it's still in that other mode. Yeah, man. What is going on here? Back to clearance. Okay, this is crazy. Or maybe I just stay there and then I just taxi. Well, let me, okay, so I'm just gonna go taxi. I don't understand that. Those clouds look really sick. You know what? Nah, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna file a IFR. I don't like those clouds. Okay. There we go. Request IFR clearance.
Leesburg clearance delivery. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011 ready to copy IFR clearance to Whiskey 901.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011 is cleared to Whiskey 901 Airport as filed.
Ha!
Expect runway 17.
I got the
Maintain 5,500 feet.
altitude
Departure
correct,
frequency
5,500.
126.1. Squawk 1536.
All right, so we'll go ahead and read back that.
Clear to Whiskey 901 as filed, runway 17. Maintain 5,500 feet. Departure frequency is 126.1. Squawk 1536. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 127.5 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Request taxi IFR.
Ground NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Ready to taxi IFR.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Taxi to and hold short of runway 17 via taxiway Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 127.5 when ready.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 17 via taxiway Bravo Alpha. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011.
So with the purpose of this flight, I'm just trying to make sure that the ATC is working and the performance. And a couple other bugs. See if those got kind of resolved. Have you guys loaded Sim Update 2 yet? Let's just get this out of the way. Do this, get that ready. All right. There's actually going to be, well, they do it every year, but I believe in June, maybe July. I have to check the schedule, but there's actually at Leesburg Airport a plane show. So if I go, I'll make sure I take plenty of pictures and videos. Maybe get to tour a few of the planes. It's an air show, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is going to be a long flight. This is a good little flight. It's about 152 miles.
Tower, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra, Charlie 1011 at runway 17 ready for departure. IFR to Whiskey 901.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011, altimeter 2988. Cleared for takeoff runway 17.
Seems
Clear
to
for
be working
takeoff,
better.
Runway 17. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra, Charlie 1011.
Okay, so we're going to do this. Kind of turn this way a little bit. And let's put this up here. And make sure to check my flaps. And off we go. Oh my God, what is that? How does he take off like that? Did y'all see that? What the?
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
What was that all about? Hey, Anthony, welcome. Yes, yes. I was telling the viewers, 5,000 fixes.
Contact Potomac departure on 126.1. Good day.
Going to 126.1. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra, Charlie 1011.
It's crazy. Once I get this flight stabilized, we'll talk more about the updates. Yeah, I heard 5,000. I was like, did they write an extra zero? Maybe 500? No, it was 5,000. Of course, there's going to be a sim update 3. But hey, I'm happy with this. This is progress. It's good to see that they're actually, you know, staying true to their game, that they are going to work hard and try to get as many of these things fixed. We're almost there. We'll get up to cruise, which is going to be 5,500 today, taking us down to Smith Mountain Lake in Virginia, Southern Virginia, I should say. Have you guys heard of a plugin called Bush Radio for Microsoft 2024? They also had it for 2020, but now it's for 2024 as well. I'm going to see if it works, because I tried it earlier and it didn't seem to be working, so we're going to try to get that to work. Yes. So Bush Radio is like Renduxy says, it's a tour guide. So they have all these different little spots, like airports. I mean, all different locations. And we're talking thousands of them. And as you fly, as you have the client installed and the website open, as I fly around those points, it will automatically start to do like an audio tour. It's pretty cool. I was kind of like let's say you're flying around Mount St. Helens, it would start telling you all about it. So it gives you something to listen to. So I'm going to see if I can get that to work tonight, because I thought that'd be kind of cool. Gives you something to, you know, as you explore new places, especially with GA planes, I think it would work really well. And it's 100% free. So we'll level off here.
Attention viewers, this is your captain speaking. If you're enjoying the flight, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for flying with us today.
Your support, your viewership is greatly appreciated as I build this community. I really am happy and grateful and thankful. I think I have something a little bit unique. You guys get to see me crash at times, make mistakes, but I think through those mistakes, we can look at it as a fun experience, and then also, you know, to learn by them and not do those mistakes again. There you go. That's going to be my nickname, right? From you? Shuttle Cessna 172. Yeah, you're going to love watching me when I do the career mode. I know Renduxy is going to be like, oh God, he's got to take it into maintenance. I'm just going to drain my account. Why? Why don't you trust yourself with career? let me kick this back a little bit. Let's see if I can ask for a higher IFR. Oh, we gotta tune in.
Potomac departure. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011, 5,500 feet.
NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011. Potomac departure. Altimeter 2988. Radar contact. Continue.
Let's do a...
NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
All right. So what's the best way to climb to those 6,000? FLC or VS?
Golf, Sierra Charlie 10.
Recommendations? FLC. So, okay, so I'll hit FLC. And then just... All right. Why isn't it increase? Because I got the altitude on. Do I need to take that off? So, oh, that's right, because we're at 5,500 feet. Oh, he told us. Okay, he told us 6,000. There we go. Yeah. Wow.
NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011. Please expedite your climb 6,000 feet.
Okay, now it's not going though. Oh, I need to hit FLC again. Okay. There we go. Got it. Good looking out for me, Randuxy. Appreciate it.
NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011. Please expedite your climb 6,000 feet.
So how did I set that off? How did I turn that off? Because I thought that's what I wanted for it to climb. No? Oh, I see. You're saying that I had set it for 109, just like I set like 74 to take off. I can actually make it faster. Our speed would have just dropped, but yeah. Yeah. Wow. It didn't even... Why isn't it going all the way up to 6,000? What happened here? Something's not right. Lower climb speed. Got it. I see. Okay, cool. There we go.
NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011 contact. Washington Center on 120.65. Good day.
120.65 for NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011.
Did I not hit that?
Washington Center, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011, 6,000 feet. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011, Washington Center, altimeter 29er89er, radar contact continue.
Wait. Let's try something here. I want to bring up this thing here. See if it works. So Bush Talk client. So this goes into the nav, but the problem is I was having trouble connecting. It's not, it might have been the update that broke it. Yeah. So I have to wait till it gets fixed before I can show you guys that. Oh well. Yeah. So what's that? I go into settings. I'm gonna say what here? Is that gonna be under what, graphics? Or we could do search for that. Or is it advanced? Where is that? Terrain, graphics. That shouldn't be here. Wait. Anybody in chat know where it's at? For me to find the turbulence visuals. Let me look it up real quick. Let me go back real quick. And I'll look it up and then I'll check it out here in a second.
Streak 5507.
Brendex, are you talking about the wake?
500 feet.
The aircraft wake? Or...
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet.
Okay.
Streak 5507.
Let's see if I can find it. So apparently it's been fixed, but how do you turn it on? Let's see. Stand and fight. I think it's going to be... I have an idea. Flight interface. And then... Oh, right here. We want this one. Adjust whether you want to display a representation of computational fluid dynamics for wake turbulence effects. So it's the CFD. Those strings are the CFD. Okay. I think that's good. I don't need... do I need this one? No. I'm going to just try the first one. The one I checked, right? Okay. Where am I supposed to see that? On the outside? Could be. But I think the ATC is working better. You know, I do see some improvement with the ATC, so that's cool. Hmm. Put some music on. I think.
Commute Air 4325, descend and maintain 9,000 feet, expect ILS runway, 19er center approach via DUBBV transition. Clear to DUBBV. Maintain present altitude, expect ILS runway, 19er center approach via DUBBV transition. Clear to DUBBV. Commute Air 4325. Commute Air 4325. Contact Dulles Tower on 120.25 when inbound on the approach.
Okay, like if a plane was in front of me, taking off,
Tower on 120.
and then I go, and if I go immediately, I should see the, yeah. Yes, that would be very important to be able to see that. I'll set my approach about 75 miles. to go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be back. I gotta go, as they say, I gotta go use the latrine. Or the lavatory. That's it, the lavatory. Oy. I am 114 miles. But somehow, let me go to my bush. Let's go to Bush Radio client not connected. See if I can fix that. So Operation downloading the Bush Radio landmarks pack and also placing it in the community folder. Oh, do I need the pack? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I gotta download the Bush Radio landmark packs. Oh, it's not mandatory though. Once in your cockpit, open the Bush Talk Radio client from your EFB, which I did, or your cockpit. Yeah, you are now tuned in to Bush Talk Radio. I'm sure they can get it fixed though.
NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011, contact Washington Center on 1 tree 2. Good day. 1 tree 2, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011. Washington Center, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011, 6,000 feet. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011, Washington Center, altimeter 29er89er, radar contact continue.
We just adjusted the altimeter. If that works. Yep. Ooh, I see a problem there. My right tank. Ooh, that's not good. My right tank of fuel is about to go empty. Because at one point I used to have unlimited fuel selected, but I think I turned that off because of the career mode or something. No, career mode would force you to not have unlimited fuel. I know why, because of Walker Air. That's it. Oh, that's another plugin I gotta put back. It made me, I lost all my community folder plugins. So now I gotta put the Walker Air back. So my livery's not gonna be there. Let's go ahead and just make my procedure. We'll do 23. We'll do that one. So we can do 29. Let me see my meter. W91. Two 234. Elevation. Elevation. $892 feet. Okay. So if I've got 892 feet, 12. So 9, 10, 11. 11. So we're going to set this for yeah, 9. Actually, no, I want 1200. There we go.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011 contact Washington Center on 121.675. Good day. Going to 121.675. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Washington Center, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra, Charlie 1011, 6,000 feet. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra, Charlie 1011, Washington Center, altimeter 2988, radar contact continue.
Oh, the nav lights, as I was saying earlier, they're not on. They don't show up in the, even though they're on. See? Yes. No, actually my the CJ3 Plus has also doesn't work. A lot of people complain about all the other planes, but at nighttime it works. I'm surprised they didn't fix that in this round. Let me try to get this thing working again. A lot more traffic now. So it's actually showing down here. Let's see. Let me go this way. Get this out of the way. Where is it? I might not have the range correctly. Okay. What is that? All those planes. What is that? Oh my god. That's a problem right there. Good grief. That's a bug. Oh my god. Come on, how they... That's beautiful. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh. Much longer flight tonight. About 65 more nautical miles. You see this right here? Low fuel, left.
FlexJet Tree 6. Climb and maintain flight level Tree 60.
That's why that happened. It drained the left tank.
Climb and maintain
It
flight
was.
level Tree
It was.
60. FlexJet Tree 6.
I take 3 shellackians for that one. Oh, Lord. I was wondering about that. I would think that it would cross. But to be safe, we could turn it to the right. Are you asking me to test me? Are you testing me? Ah, Lordy. I think. Yeah, let's see. That's a good question. No. Yeah. But if it's no crossfeed, and let's say, okay, you start off fuel on both left and right, and it's in the middle, it's still using it on both left and right, right? So if we would have left it, wouldn't it have continued to go onto the right? Sorry, to pull fuel from the right. Right. So when the left one would have run out, it should have kept sucking through. Are you saying that the crossfeed is what gives it that option, or we didn't want crossfeed? Yeah. Right, the plane would start to now lean more to the right because there's fuel more on the right tank. We could pretend that a refueler comes up and refuels us in midair. But I want to leave it. Yes. Which is another thing is you might be lopsided for a little bit, but as it burns, it kind of balances itself back up. The weight of it changes as you burn up that fuel. So we're just sitting here for the last 50 miles. But the ATC actually seems okay tonight. I don't think this intercom function ever worked. And also I need to check out, I need to go to an airport that's got like actual gates. I want to see if the avatars actually work. The 234, yep. Let me go into the Microsoft 2024 Discord. See if there's any issues people are. People are talking about upload download speed. I'm so fortunate to have really good internet. Somebody's already saying, good God, Sim 3 beta tomorrow. I'm not messing with that one. Not for a while. No. My things work. I can deal without the nav lights during the daytime.
Present altitude, United 1739er.
See, but the beacon actually works. So I'm looking in the live to air, live, live to air. Are you ice and temps? I thought I saw snow on the ground.
NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 101, one contact Washington Center on 127.925. Good day. 127.925 for NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011. Washington Center, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011, 6,000 feet. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011. Washington Center, altimeter 2988. Radar contact continue.
Yep, right there. Interesting. I didn't know that the icing can actually start at a temperature as high as 82 Fahrenheit. Ooh. All right, let me try to get my head around that. So that's like 50, 51 Fahrenheit. Whew. Yeah, I would say it's been a pretty smooth flight. Down to 34. Let's do this real quick. Let's see. So 33. Okay. No, I did not. Bad. Yeah, I'm bad. I need to come up with a way where you guys can lash me, like in chat. I'll set something up that when I make those type of mistakes, you guys can trigger something in chat. I'll figure something out for that. I'll make it interesting for you guys. Not that I should be making those mistakes, but the point is, the purpose of those would be to actually just like kind of poke me, just to help me, you know, remember and stuff. $20.28. We're getting there. TOD is let me wait a minute. Let me bring that up. TOD is, I saw it here a second ago. I think it's like 27 miles. Let's see. Yeah, 27 more miles. Is it right there, and then we'll. So if I would have left, I don't know if you saw when I added the procedure, it actually put a hold on there. If I would have left it there, I would have been just like flying in a circle. Correct?
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra, Charlie 1011. You can cancel IFR. Continue VFR to your destination. Washington Center, NCJ 472 Golf Sierra, Charlie 1011 would like to cancel IFR. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra, Charlie 1011. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the, honestly, yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard that. You heard it. You heard it. I think ATC's up in the clouds. I could have probably just left it. But correct. No, I understand that. Oh God, yeah, because definitely VFR is you got to be able to. Oh, that's funny. Not really. In general or regarding aviation? Oh, okay. What is a sucker hole? A temporary break in clouds or bad weather, given a false impression that weather is improving. Well, the ATC was the one that found the sucker hole. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we're almost down on the ground. 16 more. Ew. Sounds like it. $1,200. Nav key is correct. It's on the nav. OBS soft key for holding pattern. Let's see. Well, we're not doing IFR anymore. This is in both. Check the fuel selectors in both position. Flaps. We'll do that here in a second. Okay, I did check this. We thought about that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so 10%, 10 degrees below 110, and then full is below 85. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna put my landing light on now. Wow, that's pretty smooth right now, like you said, yeah. 11 more miles, 11 more miles, and we should be good. keep this over here. Actually, no, I lied. I said 11 miles. That's to the TOD. Because we got all these other ones to go. Yeah. All right, time to start watching my throttle. Yep. Bring back the throttle a little bit. I did already put the mixture in. I'm gonna hit 10 degrees. Yep. Kill this music. Okay. I already put my 10%. Okay, so let's go here. I think that was it, right? Yeah. Yeah, we know about that. Mixture is on rich. Landing, taxi lights. I got. And autopilot, we will turn off in here in a second. Yeah. Coming down here. Let me just get this out of the way. We should be able to see some lakes here in a little bit. Actually, the lake's over here. Yeah. Ooh, this has been kind of a long stream, 2-hour stream. Well, that's good though. It hasn't crashed. Why is that? Oh, okay, so yeah, why? What's going on here? Autopilot. Yep. But I had it set to 1200 here. Oh, I see. But I want to have it come down, right? Yeah. Yeah, we need that to come down. Which is doing, yeah, okay. I think it's gonna drop. Yeah. Like you say, once we get that waypoint. I've got 6 miles. No, I took the whole pattern out. That's probably why. Because it had calculated and I had removed the whole pattern underneath this waypoint. Okay. So the VNav didn't kick in. A little bit. I actually haven't used it right now because of the whole everything was in beta, but now I'm gonna get back to it. Come on. Well, there were some bugs. But I do plan on, I did get permission where I can actually use it during stream. So that should be good. I think yeah, I did. Nope, not all the way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah. Fix the speed. Ay. There it goes. Okay. Woo! Come back up. Come back up. Yeah, that's too harsh. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Not the best. Yeah, it was very hard. My descent rate was awful. Ooh. Come on. ATC. Let's go. Ay, ay, ay.
FlexJet 450. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
See, there it goes. The ATC broke.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. FlexJet 450.
Come on. Bring up my flaps. Yes. On my, yeah, I have it on the controller. So, since parking is not working, we're just going to find our own parking spot.
Attention viewers, this is your captain speaking. If you're enjoying the flight, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for flying with us today.
I'll go down to the next one. The parking, yeah, I think so. Let me... The option in on ATC. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm pushing it. It's like it's jacked up. Oh well. That was 110 mile. Yeah. Anyway, we're here. Thanks to your help, we're here. Learned a lot. Learned more about coming out of that stall. So anyway, hit the parking brake. Pull the mixture out. Turn that off. Hit all the lights. All right, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back on streaming tomorrow evening. And I do plan on bringing those FSF Academy VFR training. I believe they have that in the training as well. You know, if I would have recorded that, I should have recorded that, and then I just reverse it. I could come back tomorrow and just practice it. Good tech. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for showing up. If you're new, thank you so much. If you sub, thank you so much for that. I can't get notified unless you guys tell me. So it's not like on Twitch where we know that you're subscribing. Here's the privacy. But anyway, you guys have a good night, and I will see you next stream.